Surrogacy, as we all know, is an arrangement where a woman either volunteers or is hired to carry the baby of a couple. She helps, from conception even up to delivery. The practice of surrogacy has been around, has been known to mankind since the 1970s. The earliest record of the first set of surrogacy, arrangements was recorded way back in the 1970s. In some countries like the US, surrogacy that is considered to be surrogate friendly. Even within the United States, there are some states that insist that you cannot commercialize surrogacy. So the practice of surrogacy is allowed, but on the condition that the surrogate mother is volunteering. So under such arrangement, you discover a surrogate mother will not earn any money for conceiving and delivering this baby. All the expense that the couple will have to cater to will be the medical expenses from delivery, from conception up until delivery. And then the medical expenses that may come up postpartum for her full recovery. So some states will say, yes, surrogacy is allowed, but it cannot be commercialized. And it is the same for a number of other countries. There are some states in the United States that say that surrogacy is only open to heterosexual or gay couple. So if you are straight, you are prohibited from the surrogacy arrangement. So like I said, it's a complex arrangement and it differs from country to country. Nigeria, for instance, there is no legal framework currently that supports surrogacy. Although there's also no law that says that surrogacy is illegal in Nigeria. The challenge, however, with Nigeria is that the Child Rights Act, Section 30, insists that if you engage in any form of buying and selling or any form of commercial activity that revolves around the child, it is considered to be a crime and you can be in prison for up to 10 years. So when it comes to the idea of surrogacy, the Nigerian legal system makes it a very extremely fragile arrangement. Because if it happens that the surrogate mother, decides to withdraw from the transaction at any point, it is going to place the couple at a very difficult position. Because the Child Rights Act says that you cannot engage in any form of commercial activity, buying and selling, that centers or revolves around any child. It is considered to be a crime. So the challenge, however, in Nigeria with surrogacy is the enforcement of a surrogate arrangement where there is a breach of contract. In my opinion, it is really going to place the couple in a very difficult position. Because how do you go before the court to enforce the arrangement of a child? How then do you ensure that you can force an infant out of the hands of the mother who conceived and gave birth to that child? So the surrogacy arrangements for Nigerians living in Nigeria can become very complicated because as of now, we do not have any law that has laid out a framework for the surrogacy arrangements. We also do not have any law that has said that surrogacy is illegal. However, where a breach of a surrogate arrangement arises, it may place the couple at a very difficult position to enforce that arrangement, considering Section 30 of the Child Rights Act. The legal issues around the practice of surrogacy is quite complicated. It varies from country to countries and, from locality to locality. So the entire legal framework, the entire legal arrangement has its own complexities. So my advice to any couple, considering surrogacy is to first and foremost, consult a lawyer within the country where you reside. Let them guide you and, advise you on how the best, way to go about it. Surrogacy is not an arrangement that is open to just anybody. One of the rules that, that resonates across board is the fact that the couple, seeking the assistance of a surrogate mother must show that they have on their own made several attempts to conceive naturally, but are unable to do so for medical